Hey, it's Marlene. One sure way to take care of your mental health these days is to grab your camera and focus your energy on something else. Literally. Now, of course, you still have to heed the warnings of your local health authorities and take the necessary precautions in times like these. But if you're allowed and able, a walk with your camera outdoors should not put you or others at risk of catching or passing on any illnesses. Just be smart about it. Taking an intentional creative break will help to clear your mind. Start from home or visit an interesting part of your community that you haven't explored. I usually go to my local park. It's huge and I have lots of things still left to explore there. And there's never that many people around either. Now you can make your photo walk fun. You can start with a theme or make it sort of like a scavenger hunt. Here are some ideas. Collect photos of typefaces. Collect photos of shapes. Look for interesting textures and patterns. Choose one or two colors and find them along your photo walk. Make shadows your subject. Shoot in black and white and maybe change the contrast settings in the camera. Pick one or two compositional elements and just look for those along your walk. Something like angles or point of view, leading lines. I mean, it could be anything. There's lots to choose from. It doesn't matter what you photograph or what your theme is or isn't. The point is to escape for an hour or two and shift your mind to more creative things. All right, let's talk about the camera stuff. You know I like to do that. So, if you're brand new to photography or you just don't feel like thinking about camera settings today, just put your camera on auto. And if you have a Lumix camera, stick it on intelligent auto. But if you've been taking photos for a while, now might be the time to practice using your camera modes in a different way than you're used to. If you want to push yourself a bit, start by setting up some of the basic camera settings like ISO and white balance. I've got lots of instructions on ISO. You can check out that video there. As far as white balance, you could use a preset like sunny, cloudy, or shady to start with if you're shooting outdoors. What about using aperture priority for the whole photo shoot? You could use your smallest aperture for half of the photos and your largest aperture for half of the photos. Or you could do side-by-side comparisons and see which you like better. Same goes for shutter priority mode. You could shoot some of the photos in a fast shutter speed and some in a slow shutter speed, and hopefully you have a few moving subjects to work with. Maybe some dogs are running by, or maybe you're walking your own dog or going out with your children or grandchildren. And learn to read your histogram. Now the histogram is a graph of the brightness of your image. You can adjust that brightness by just using a simple plus/minus button to adjust the exposure of your photo. I've got a video all about that too. If you use your cell phone camera for this exercise, be sure to turn off all the notifications. You need to immerse yourself in this exercise to get the full benefit. As you walk and observe things around you, ask yourself the question, what am I seeing that someone else might miss? Again, think about perspective. Someone who's not walking reflectively as you are will approach the world from eye level only. Look up, look down, close up, and take a long-range perspective. Be open to surprises. Again, don't worry about the camera settings. Automatic will do. Rather, concentrate on finding the uniqueness and the details in your surroundings. No one has to see your photos. The process of doing this exercise is the important part. But if you do decide to share a photo or two on your Instagram account, tag me @ImageMaven and use the hashtag photowalk, and I'll take a look at your photos and leave you a comment. Promise. Now, if you've taken the course Take a Break, Photography for Self-Care that I created with Ruth Bergen-Braun, then now is the perfect time to go back inside that course and redo some of the exercises we suggested for you. The photo walk is one of them. And we even have an exercise for doing a backyard photo walk in case you aren't allowed to leave your house. But what if you're quarantined inside your house or apartment? It's a great opportunity to get out your camera and your camera manual and go over all of the menus and dials. I know. Do you know how much time I've spent cleaning my house the last couple of weeks? Spotless. So if you find something in your camera or your camera manual that you've never had the time to investigate, perhaps now is the time. Take care of yourself and your friends and neighbors and loved ones around you, and let's stay connected. Leave me a comment or question below this video and I'll be happy to respond.